I want to introduce everybody to Matthew. And Matthew, we're just gonna schmooze.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna schmooze, and we're gonna have people like listening in. But you got to know that these people who are here that you can see are with us heart and soul, and they give of
Yeah.
themselves like they are more than friends of Lifeline. They are the heart of Lifeline. They make things happen. So I, how long we've been together? When did you come to Lifeline? How long ago?
Back in 2009,
How old were you then?
I believe 15, and I'm
Yeah.
27.
Okay. So that's a long time. And
Yeah.
we've stayed in touch the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you get to us? You came from, I think it was Perspectives, right?
Yeah. Perspectives High School.
What type of school is that?
It's an alternative school. It deals with people with either behavioral problems or people with learning disabilities.
And what happens to people who get kicked out of Perspectives? What's the next stop?
There is no next stop.
I've heard it's jail. It could be jail as the next stop. Is
Yeah.
that possible?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what happened that you? Well, first of all, how did you get to alternative schools? Were you in a regular high school before?
Yeah, I was in John F. Kennedy High School, but I wasn't getting the help I needed there. So I kind of like took a step back from learning and started like drinking, and I was more focused on partying than getting an education. And then I got in a fight with somebody, and I got kicked out.
Okay. Around this time, we're gonna mute everybody. Let's see. Okay. Actually, we didn't mute anybody. But yeah, okay, let me try this. Sorry. Around that time when you were 15, you were in Perspectives, alternative school. You got kicked out of John F. K. Because of fighting, and also, like you said, because you weren't getting the help you need, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean? You weren't getting the help you need?
Well, basically, like I didn't know how to learn. Like I didn't learn how to learn, and so my grades were just suffering. I was a very like shy, anxious kid. I didn't really fit in. Like I can remember, I like John F. Kennedy. I was kind of like, especially the first year of high school, I was a ghost. I didn't have any friends. I didn't know how to connect with people. I didn't have anything to connect with. So like I was very much a loner.
Right.
And this sort of made like doing drugs and alcohol, it sort of made it easier to make that choice.
Right. What was happening at home around that time? I think your father was drinking heavy at that time.
Yeah, he was drinking. He was like a sleepy drunk, so like he would fall asleep, but eventually it caught up to him. He had diabetes, and they were telling him, you either got to quit or like you have to take the needle.
Right.
So it's becoming a very big problem, and he got sober.
Right, around that time.
Yeah,
a little bit after.
A little bit after. I would say it was when I went to like the first rehab.
Okay, we're gonna get there. So you get sent here. You came to us on your own free will at that time.
Yeah. They told me about you guys, and I knew I needed help because the life I was living I wasn't happy. I knew there's something missing.
Okay, so you got on a bus and a metro, and you took an hour and a half trip on your own, 15 years old, coming from Montreal North, right?
Yeah.
What was your impression when you walked in?
At first super nervous because I just saw all kinds of people, and right, I don't know how to deal with these kind of emotions, so it was a bit of a struggle at the beginning.
Right, but you stuck around.
Oh yeah.
And then you went back to school, and how'd you do? Did you finish Perspectives? Did you graduate?
Oh yeah, I graduated. I graduated, and I also got an award because my grades went from like whatever the lowest is to 80s.
Wow.
to 70s and 80s. I got an award to say like most changed person in school.
Ah, that's a fantastic thing. I mean, that's probably one of the greatest things that can happen. It's not just about someone getting good marks, it's about someone actually changing and making themselves into a better person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then what happened? What happened
Well,
after that?
after high school finished, I was kind of lost. And I made a mistake saying, "Oh, I got a drug problem. I'm not a drunk. I'm not an alcoholic." And I started drinking, and it was like it started on weekends, and eventually became a daily thing. I was getting
Yeah.
drunk every day.
And so, and then you came back, right? Didn't you pop back in?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because even the alcohol was causing a lot of problems.
Right, right. By the way, this is going on 12 years about together our love affair, me and you. And
Yeah.
you've been coming in, no matter where you've been, right? No matter what's going on with you emotionally, spiritually, physically, you still stayed close to us, and we've still been speaking all these years, right?
Oh yeah, because I'm grateful you guys showed like love. Like I felt like part of a family, and it felt good. So I always know I can always come back, you know. And at least now it's for good things. It's to check in and show my positives.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. That's great. And how long are you sober now?
It's in February 12th, gonna be 5 years.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. But you had, if I remember right, if it's okay, we should talk about this because you told me everything's on the table. You're okay about
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
stuff. It was probably going 6 years ago before you got sober. You were in a dark place, right?
Oh yeah. I even tried to end my life. Uh, I had many ambulance visits at the house. Even like they put me in like an institution, and I just didn't care about living anymore. I wanted to die, but so I was drinking more heavily. I was blacking out, and I didn't want to do drugs, but when I would drink, it would make it easier to do the other stuff.
Right, right. And then
And
yeah, go
and the
on.
bad times kept coming. Like they were like instead of you hitting like a bottom at like a year or like it was shorter and shorter times, bad things kept happening.
Yeah, like what?
Oh well, like my family didn't want nothing to do with me because I was very abusive. uh I lost my relationship with my brother. When I stopped caring, all the friends disappeared. So basically, I can remember just feeling like I thought I knew what feeling alone was, but it wasn't until like I lost my family that I really now had nobody, and I don't know. But even at that point, it still wasn't like sometimes it still wasn't an eye opener.
Right, right. So then in your darkest time, I remember I called you.
Yeah.
I think I called you and I wanted to see how you're doing, and we would always talk. And if I'm not mistaken, I taught you how to rap. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, but we did rap. We have rap together.
Yeah.
So I remember calling, and you didn't sound like the Matthew I've come to love, and I knew there was, and I think then Barbara also got you involved back in here, right?
Yeah.
So a counselor from the school who was still friends with you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because most people when they get to know me, they see something that I didn't see in myself, and so they want to get me like back.
Yeah, yeah, that's clear. That's clear. You have a sweetness that we want with us all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, okay, so fast forward now, you're 5 years sober. February, you said February 12th?
Yeah, February 12th is gonna be 5 years.
Okay, I want to find out what the Hebrew date is so we can have a celebration, me and you.
Oh yeah. And
Okay.
you know what? My birthday is the day before that, and my birthday is not important. Like to me, my birthday is not as important as my sobriety. Like,
Yeah.
to me, that's like a birthday for me, because this is the time I came back to being Matthew.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? The truth is we can celebrate 2 days. It's a 48-hour day as far as
Yeah,
I'm concerned. Okay. So where are you at now, Matthew? What's going on? Well, first of all, you went back to school. I remember you called me. You were so excited. You went back to school. And what'd you do? You got trained in what?
I got trained in special care counseling, and now I'm working with the school. Like, I'm working in the schools.
Wait. We're gonna. That's
Oh.
the drum roll event. That's the big news that you told me about. That's I'm so excited to have our friends hear about this. But before you go there, even let's go back a second. So you're getting special care counseling, schooling. How is that to go back to school?
Oh, it wasn't too bad. And what was crazy was, on the first day I got there, I saw a person who did the aftercare at Portage, and I said, "Oh, I'm in the right place."
Okay, good.
It means I'm going in the right direction.
Yeah, and then you ended up having an internship somewhere close by, eh?
Yeah, I do. I have perspectives at high school.
Right. And also at elder care. Weren't you at elder care for a little bit?
Yeah, I did that when I did the PAB, Proposal Beneficial, a couple years back.
Right. Okay. Always coming in with a big smile and just loving it. I love it. And when I see your name like come up on my phone and I see it's Matthew, I get a big smile, big internal smile over here.
Sitting here, Rabbi.
Okay, that's nice to hear, Matthew. So now you're doing special ed counseling or special ed. What do they call it? Special
care counseling.
Special care counseling, right? And how did that job go?
Well, at first it was tough, because I did a group I didn't really want to do, as teenagers.
Okay.
And it was exact. So like, a lot of them I saw myself of who I used to be. Like I saw the not so good things about myself.
Right.
And I looked at it as karma, as getting back to me for everything. But at the end, the kids really loved me, and I realized I can do it, because at one point I felt like a little bit of a phony, but I persevered through, and I got through it, and at the end I became stronger, and I was able to help people in ways I didn't believe I was able to.
Wow. And how did it go with your relationship with your family by this point? What was going on?
Oh, now my relationship is really good. And one relationship I never thought could be healed was me and my brother, and now we have a good relationship, amazing relationship. We're able to talk, whereas like a long time ago we could be in the same room and not say a word to each other, and we hadn't spoken for years, and now we have a good relationship. So a lot of things that are happening, I could never imagine them back in a long time ago, and so many things happened that I would have never believed. Even if they would have shown me a video of my future, of my present now, in the past, I wouldn't have believed it.
Right. Well, we would have believed it. We saw something 12 years ago that we saw a clear video, and we saw it was going to come true. Just a matter of how long it would take, but we knew we were in for the ride, and we knew that we were going to end up with this type of greeting now, this type of place in our lives together that we can celebrate. Because you've helped a lot of people on the way.
Sometimes I don't know, but
no, you've helped me. You've helped me a lot, right?
I don't know about that, Rabbi, but you helped me a lot. This I know.
And also Ruth, right? You had a good connection with our counselor at that time, Ruth, for years.
Yeah, with Ruth, even I don't know if he's still around. Jonathan, there was Jonathan. He was the beginning. I remember I even tried doing the electricity with the guy. I forget.
Oh, that's
I saw
true.
the construction of Lifeline.
Right. We moved here. And when we moved here, the building where we're in now, it was a disaster. We had So we had an electrician working, if you remember, right? I remember in the basement, the electrician was working, and I introduced the two of you, and you spent some time with him, right?
Yeah,
This is like this has got to be 10, 8, no, about 8 years ago.
yeah, and now the place, like the place is, it's beautiful, and it's helping. It's even got the place for the youth, and it's really amazing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, the looks of it is pretty clear. It's Mrs. W who takes care of the looks, everything
Yeah.
around here, you know. But Matthew, don't if you ever get here and you see a picture that's not perfect, take care of that right away because I'm going to get in trouble if Mrs. W comes in. Okay, and so okay, so now one thing I wanted to bring out that I think it's really important. You had mentioned that you weren't getting the help you needed back before you started the slippery slope, not even a slippery, the serious decline into eventually coming to a point in your life where you had said, and I remember you were literally drinking yourself to death.
Yeah.
So, but before that happened, you had said that you weren't getting the help you needed. What did you mean by that?
Well, education wise, I wasn't like I no one was teaching me how to learn, but like sobriety wise, like I didn't really know nothing about myself, and you know, I got I suffered through a lot of like abuse in the past, and so I was like basically like a shy person, so like I had to like really work on myself.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That, but there was learning. You had some struggles in learning that in elementary school you were getting the attention, but then when you went to high school, it was different.
Yeah, it all went away. The
Yeah,
school said they had these programs, so my parents thought I was getting the help, but it wasn't. There was none of these. So so imagine I'm not doing well in school. I don't have good social skills, so I can't really connect with anybody. So like it's just, and I could even see parts where you're going down, but there's no one to, you know, to help you out through those times. So you're just gonna keep falling. And what looks like a protective factor is a risk factor, you know?
yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. The good way of putting it. What I'm hearing you say is that sometimes the pain was so great that the drinking actually kept you alive. In other words,
Yeah.
the drinking in a weird way kind of protected you from re-experiencing the intense pain that you had because you felt so alone.
Oh yeah. And that's it. It had like the adverse effect at this time where it made me I felt more normal on the drugs and the alcohol than I did being sober.
Yeah, yeah. And you still had the courage to persevere, and choosing sobriety is basically a choice of getting really uncomfortable with yourself.
Oh yeah, it was like now, and I had to think back because it's been a while. And the beginning, first you're dealing with a lot of boredom, um, but eventually I just knew like I don't want to be living like the bad outweighed that little good. And so now I'm just honest with myself. I had to be honest with myself and realize nobody else is going to change. It's got to be me.
Right. Okay. So now that takes us to our phone call yesterday or the day before. I don't remember, but I think it was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
You called me yesterday and I can do you. You said, Rabbi B, I got some good news for you, right?
Yeah.
You told me two things. First is you got a car.
Yeah, I got a car.
How much you pay for it, Matthew?
I paid $1.
So is it okay to ride?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I put new brakes, everything. It's actually, and that was a big fear of mine. I had my license for since I was 19, and it's only now I'm driving. I had to
Wow.
step over that fear.
Wow, you broke through that fear. That's
Oh yeah,
amazing. That's amazing. And then you told me something else of good news. What was the other thing you told me?
yeah. I'm doing a career with the English Montreal School Board.
Wow. So you got a job. You got a well-paying job. It's good.
Oh yeah, and very good benefits.
Good benefits. Yeah, absolutely. So So we're going to wrap things up, and then if anybody wants to ask a question or anything, if that's okay with you, Matthew, if you.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
of course.
so let's just wrap it up in a sentence or two. What I'm hearing is that here's a sweet soul who's coming from a tough situation with a father who was drinking out of control at that time, and you, like you said, socially really struggling to fit in, whatever, and the learning. You were sitting in class a lot, and you were just blank, not because you didn't want to learn, but because you needed some support that you weren't getting.
Yeah.
Right. And so then you get kicked out and you come to perspectives, and then from there they saw you were deteriorating physically, right?
Yeah.
And they sent you to us. So you walk in and you see this guy with a big beard. What do you think the first time you saw, like, where am I? What do you think?
Oh, honestly, I was so nervous. I was just thinking, I'm thinking what people are thinking about me.
Yeah, that's a good lesson. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm thinking, but in reality, everyone's just like in their own world. But I'm so anxious. I'm thinking I'm the center of the attention when I was,
Yeah. But 12 years, every year, no matter where you were at in your life, you were back here many times a year, right?
Oh yeah, it's because once you become a part of like Lifeline, there's always going to be a part of you there, and you guys gave me a lot, a lot more than I I can't even say the words, but honestly, I'm just grateful.
Yeah, well, we're grateful for you. And then so here you go, you're back in school, you're sober now. A few years, you start getting training for different jobs. You get a few jobs that you weren't so crazy about until just now, where all of a sudden the same school that sent you here when you were 15, now you're working in the school.
Yeah.
When you couldn't even imagine finishing the year. You weren't going to graduate in your mind when you came in here. There's no way.
I thought I was either gonna be in like prison or dead. I never thought like my hopes for myself was very bleak. My look at the future was very bleak.
Yeah. And now you got you got your relationship with your family, which is solid.
I even got a dog.
Okay.
I got a dog, and that was an impossibility because my parents didn't want a dog in the house, but I got a dog. So like, it just goes to show you like there's so much, and I'm able to deal with things, which is the best. I'm able to deal with negative emotions. I'm able to deal with when I have anxiety because it never went away, but now it's so small, it's bearable, and I'm able to just deal with life, and that's the greatest gift. Is I'm able to move no matter what's going to happen. I know I'm going to deal with it, and I know everything's going to be okay, and I got a support network, and I know how to ask for help, and I ask for help when needed. So there's so many gifts that been given to me that I'm like, it's really amazing.
All right, you always get me to well up over here. Okay, Matthew, let's open it up. If anybody wants to say anything, or you could unmute yourself, or I can actually. Okay, 1 second. You can unmute yourself.
I'm going to start. I'm going to, because I know whatever everybody, Matthew, I'm sure feels the same way. You are such, as the rabbi said, you're a sweet person, almost to the point where I thought you were naive, but you're not. You are so aware of everything that's going on around you. You are so articulate, and you express yourself so beautifully about all of the things that have happened to you in life, the gifts that you have that you appreciate, and the truth is, you're an inspiration. You are such an inspiration to people who obviously have suffered, continue to suffer from addiction and issues of that nature. To listen to you, I swear, like when Rabbi said, you well up inside. I can't get over listening to a 27-year-old, and I have a son your age, and I can really empathize and listen to you, and I'm so thankful that I was able to be on this call and listen to you speak. You really are a true inspiration, and you should be very, very proud of everything that you have achieved in your life. And if I were with you right now, I'd give you a big hug.
Thank you, Howard.
So nice. That's so nice.
Yeah.
Is it on you now? No?
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you, Mrs. W.
Hi, Matthew.
Hey, Miss W.
I want to tell you, we are all so proud of you. So we are happy to have you as part of our family. And we are happy to see you on this, sharing your amazing, successful story. And we wish you nothing but the best and to continue all this good work. But I have one question for you. How did you buy a car for $1?
Oh, it used to be my grandmother's car. My uncle got it. He didn't need it anymore, so he gave it. And you can't just give a car, so I spent $1.
Perfect. Enjoy every minute.
Yeah.
And what kind of puppy did you get?
Oh, it's a Shetland sheepdog.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Big barker though. but honestly, I love her, and I see things in her that it's like it's the dog version of me, and I've seen her when she was afraid, and how she's grown, the confidence. It's kind of, I'm very similar with her.
Good for you, Matthew. Good for you. Okay.
Matthew, it's Eddie, the Mister from the Mrs. W. I just want to say I'm really taken aback of your story and the success that you've had, and that you yourself realized that you had a problem and you were able to go for the help, and you were able to get the help that you needed. And what you've turned into is incredible. I think I know we all here at Lifeline are very, very proud of you, but you have to be so proud of yourself. And I'm sure your family can't believe how you've turned out. You've turned out to be a super young man. And all I can do is wish you success in your new job. And I know you're going to do well. And just enjoy life the way you are every day, and take a day at a time. And thank you for doing what you just did and sharing your story with us. And hopefully we'll see you in and out of Lifeline as a helper to all the other people that need help at Lifeline. So good luck.
Oh, thank you, Mr. W.
So cute. Do you still live at home, Matthew?
Yeah, I still live with my parents, and especially now the house, the market has skyrocketed. So I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Okay, good idea.
Yeah. I think Mr. W was saying in one word, you can sum it all up. Remember that word you called me this morning?
Mensch?
Yeah. Yeah. Where'd you get that word from?
I think from you, Rabbi.
Okay, good. Right. That's great. All right. Before anybody else have any other thoughts or comments or questions for Matthew?
Rabbi, I can't imagine how appreciative you are to find yourself in this situation. You do, you give, you try, you hope. You're on a journey that you never know what you're going to achieve. But when you see the results that Matthew has achieved with all of your great help, you should be very proud of yourself and the organization, because frankly, he speaks about gifts, and you're a real gift from God.
That's beautiful to say, Howard. Thank you. That touches my heart. I wanted to say about outcomes, and what's really important is that even in the darkest of times, right, and we've been through some seriously dark times in the last 12 years together, you still keep on coming, you still keep on going. So yeah, it's 5 years sobriety, but it's 12 years of fighting a fight. And every day, it's just, for all of us, it's another fight. We all have our own demons. We all have to do our own thing, and it's one day at a time, right? So, well, I see a hand up here. Lola, are you there?
Yes, I am. Excuse me, I'm sitting in my car on my phone, so I don't know how to maneuver the phone as much as the computer, but thank you so much for inviting me. This has been a pure gift on the part of your rabbi and the association. The story has been such a beautiful gift. It has touched my heart, my soul. I have cried with you, laughed with you, and I have so much respect for the courage and the strength, the intelligence, and the perseverance of this beautiful journey. Thank you for sharing, and I wish you all the best to continue your beautiful life and to give back the gifts that you have received. And I'm sure you're on the right path.
Thank you, Lola.
Pleasure. All the best to you. You're a beautiful boy. Continue.
Okay. Okay. I think if anybody else, maybe last question, anybody, or if not, we did it, Matthew. We did it. How were we? Sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, even like, no matter what, even if a person doesn't seem like a success at first, once you planted that seed, you've planted the seed, and you've made a difference in that person's life, whether they take it now or maybe 10 years down the line. But that success, because sometimes we don't see the success right away, but once you planted that seed and you've made them feel welcome, you've done it, and whether they know it or not, or whether you realize it or not, you've made the difference.
Wow. That's very wise words. Very wise words. Okay. You know what we did? We accomplished it. I wanted Matthew to get in front of everybody, because I know everybody right around this time of year and what's going on, we all need some sweetness. And that's why I wanted people to hear from you and see you. And we did it in like a half hour. We did the whole Matthew 27-year story. So we're gonna have to do this again when you're 50. We'll just take an hour. Then we'll take an hour to do
it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming on last minute. And
thank you very much. And Matthew, just be well and a wonderful holiday. You're certainly deserving of everything good in life that it brings you. Just enjoy the moment, enjoy the journey. You've deserved it. You've earned it.
Yeah, you gotta send us all an invite to your wedding when it happens, Matthew.
Oh, that's gonna be for a while. I don't want to get married.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, you're smarter than I thought. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Love you, Matthew.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Have a very good day and good holidays.
Thank you.
You too. Be well.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.